Speed stream in Africa. I thought the stream was gonna be, giving back, feeding the homeless, feeding the needy. Nigga, them people living good, nigga. Them people living better than some of us, nigga. It was hella love, like you could feel the love through the screen, gang.
IShowSpeed touring Africa could break a lot of bad stereotypes people have about the continent, and it can help build a real understanding and give Pan-Africanism a real chance to grow.
IShowSpeed streams in Africa needs to be studied because he is breaking down generational stereotypes about Africa, about all these people just live in huts and they're not modernized. And you can just tell with the energy and vibes that they give. Speed is feeling welcome. He's feeling at home amongst these people. And
I gotta go back to Joburg soon. I had such a good time out there. The music, the culture, the food, the dance. They're so welcoming. South Africa, Johannesburg, but don't take my word for it. Look at how they welcomed Speed.
Watch out. IShowSpeed. Welcome. They spray painted this too. Yo, South Africa's doing hella. They doing a lot for me, bro. Hey, take another picture right here.
So US citizens are now deciding to move to Africa because of Speed's new stream. Well, as you know, when Speed went to China, he basically exposed that American propaganda has made China seem that it's just like some communist, like you can't even survive. But in actuality, it was the most beautiful cities people have ever seen. US citizens were like, wait, what the heck? Y'all's taxes are low. Everything you buy is like extremely cheap. It's affordable. Families are healthy. Everything is perfect. They're like, wait a second, we're literally being propagated in the US. Now Speed is going to Africa and people are saying he's going to do the same thing. What do y'all think? Wallahi, he will undo years of propaganda that Africa is a bad place to be. And yeah, in my current American brain, when I think of Africa, I think of no water, huts, sand. Like, dude, it's actually funny. I don't know, like, it's just all the propaganda from just being in America. What do y'all think about this? This is getting millions of views. Do you think this is actually going to happen the same way it did with this China stream? I'm actually kind of curious. Let me know what y'all think.
I made a video talking about how the IShowSpeed Africa tour is making me want to go visit Africa because it looks so beautiful down there and the people seem nice. And I got a few comments talking about, oh, go ahead, pack your bags. We've been waiting for you guys to leave. And I truly don't think you racist MAGA nincompoops really understand the severity of what would happen if every black person in America left and went to Africa. If we really said fuck it and took our money, took our labor, took our culture, took our creativity, took our creative ideas and brought it back to Africa and left you motherfuckers with nothing, you guys would be fucked. Y'all wouldn't have shit, your music would suck, your entertainment would suck, your food would suck, your quality of life would suck. I don't give a fuck how bad you hate black Americans. We are the most imitated group of people there is. Y'all really don't be inventing shit like that. Y'all just be stealing ideas from other people being mainly black people. If we really said fuck it and leave, y'all would be miserable. Y'all are already miserable now, but y'all would take it out on each other instead of blaming it on us, because you wouldn't be able to do that shit no more. Like, let's be real, bro. Y'all truly love us. Deep down inside, there's a deep-seated love for us, but you don't want to sit with that. It brings a disturbance to your soul, so that love projects itself out as hate on us because you can't sit with the fact that you really want to be us that bad. But anyways, you could go ahead and cry about it in the comments because that's not going to change the fact that you need therapy.
What the hell is that, bro?
You didn't think I'd make it to Africa? No way! No way! No way! Why is Speed in Africa? Nah! No fucking shots!
Oh, you call him White Speed. Does he run like Speed?
Bro, no way! You came all the way to Africa, bro.
This is fucking crazy.
You came all the way to Africa, bro.
White Speed. Holy shit.
You following me from America to Africa?
Here I am, brother. It's gonna be a journey.
I just seen Speed stream in Africa. I thought the stream was gonna be, giving back, feeding the homeless, feeding the needy. Nigga, them people living good. Nigga, them people living better than some of us,
bro.
nigga. It was hella love. Like, you could feel the love through the screen, gang. Like, then another thing, did y'all see the... Did y'all see the ass? Like, even Speed himself had to ask a couple of them shorties, like, is that real? Like, in America, we used to BBLs. Oh, bro, they shit is there. Natural, no exaggeration. It was one segment of the stream where Speed would just walk up the street, shorty clapping her shit. He looked the other way, shorty clapping her shit. I'm like, nigga. Salute to Speed for going over to Africa and showing us the side of Africa that we never see. Them people over there living good, bro, and they got shit in order, bro. Salute to all the Africans, specifically the African women, you feel me, Hey, and salute to IShowSpeed, man. W stream, brother, great content, brother.
IShowSpeed streams in Africa needs to be studied because he is breaking down generational stereotypes about Africa and about all these people just live in huts and they're not modernized. And you can just tell with the energy and vibes that they give, Speed is feeling welcome. He's feeling at home amongst these people. And when he was in Europe, he was being treated as an escapade. He was being treated like as a minstrel show, like, do this for us, do this dance for us, boy. And it's a complete different energy. And that's why at the end of the day, we need to get rid of these diaspora wars, because if we actually were amongst each other in person, we would get along and we would like each other. I've seen a lot of people say they are wanting to visit Africa after IShowSpeed has been doing this stream. So yes, this has been successful. It's been educational. And I'm actually considering tuning into one of the streams to actually learn something from IShowSpeed. Like, to me, this is what streaming is all about. Not just bringing celebrities and being messy. This man is teaching people. He's doing different things. He's exposing himself to the world, and he's making the world a better place. IShowSpeed is great energy, and to see him from where he started as a streamer to see where he is today, I'm proud of who he has become.
IShowSpeed touring Africa could break a lot of bad stereotypes people have about the continent, and it can help build a real understanding and give Pan-Africanism a real chance to grow. Africa is a very beautiful continent. It is also where humanity started, and many people try to blame Africa's problems on the people, but that's not true at all, because a lot of the damage comes from poor governance and the long effects of colonialism, which has drained the continent for centuries. And you see today, under global capitalism, the exploitation continues. You see these big companies still profit from Africa's minerals, oil, and labor, but they invest very little back into the communities doing all the work. Africa is very rich in resources, but the tragedy is that those riches have been mostly used to make everyone else rich. You see that these Western corporations, Chinese investors, and even some local elites take the profit, while everyday people see very little of it. And that's why Speed's Africa trip matters. If it's done with real curiosity and respect, it could be huge for Pan-Africanism. He has a massive Gen Z audience, millions of young people who have only seen Africa through stereotypes or Western media. Seeing him meet local people, explore cities, and try different food and connect with a different culture shows a different reality. It helps people see how diverse, modern, and alive Africa really is. And that kind of visibility breaks the colonial lens many people still use to look at the continent today. A trip like this also exposes the xenophobia that some FBA circles push against Africans and other Black people in other nations as well. Because once people see how intelligent, thoughtful, and politically aware people across Africa are, and how many of them actually feel connected to Black Americans, all of that we're alone as Black Americans talk falls apart. It shows that Blackness is not just one experience, it's global, it's connected, and it's stronger when united. And a lot of the anti-African and anti-immigrant talk in some FBA spaces comes from misinformation and westernized propaganda, because people have been fed lies that Africa is backwards or needy, when in reality Africa is full of innovators, thinkers, and revolutionaries who have been fighting the same systems for generations as Black Americans. And this isn't about Speed being political, it's about exposure and truth. When people in the diaspora see Africa through real and relatable eyes, it plants a seed, and that's how Pan-Africanism grows for a generation that's really young.
So we got a code red. The streamer kid. He's doing it again. The streamer kid is doing it again.
Agent Carter, calm your goddamn nerves. We're the CIA. What's the matter?
I understand, sir. I understand. But the streamer kid, Speed, he's quite the nuisance. Remember the China files? He's doing the same thing now with Africa.
He's doing what? He's a streamer kid. They shoot videos. They put stuff silly on the internet. What are you complaining about here?
You've got to understand, sir. It's only been one day. He's in a country of Angola. He's changing the narrative already, and he's still got more countries to go. Can you imagine when he gets to Nigeria? All our years of propaganda down the drain.
I see. Why don't we go ahead and activate the bots? And while you're at it, activate our sleeper cell. Kaisenot.
Yo! So if you haven't been paying attention, IShowSpeed has been met with overwhelming love in South Africa. People have been making so many pieces of art to welcome Speed to their country. This person specifically made the Speed. My mom is kinda homeless. Here's the crazy thing about this. The man in the gray shirt, he is the artist. It took him 2 hours to make this. He found out that Speed was pulling up to where he was at on the fly, bro. Look, he even goes on to replicate the face. This person made a splatter painting of Speed on a hardwood. Look at the attention to detail. How did they even do this? This might be the most love that he's got out of any country, bro. And he gets love everywhere he goes. The only place where he had issues was in Europe. This person etched Speed's face into a piece of glass. It took him 2 to 3 days of total time to do this. And that is the tool that he used. Speed's tours are no longer just him going and visiting places. It's an attempt for these countries that normally don't get the love that they deserve to be seen on a global scale. He has single-handedly destroyed decades of propaganda about Africa. A lot of people thought that Africa in general was just a bunch of straw villages and people were hunting with spears, when in reality they have modern cities and a very robust culture. This tour has been extremely eye-opening, bro. Other than that, though, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious.
So, let me tell you something. Speed's Africa streams, they hit differently, fam. Way better than his streams anywhere else, especially in Europe. I'm noticing it. And I gotta ask, are you noticing too? Because it's all love over there. The vibes, pure good energy, no drama, no crazy names being yelled at him. Just people vibing, doing his catchphrases, embarking with him like it's a whole movement. And hold up, he even met the president of Angola. You know, he's out here living, doing races, and it's all good times. Honestly, this is the energy we need everywhere. But here's the thing. Why are the people in Africa treating Speed so much better than in some other places? Especially Eastern Europe, where it's not always the same vibe. Could it be that people have been misrepresenting Africa for years? Maybe they don't really know the place. I'm just saying, I'm noticing a difference. Africa's showing up, and it's a whole nother level of love and respect. That's what's up.
I've never seen an African celebrity treated that way by Black Americans here in America. That's how we treat people in Africa. IShowSpeed is getting nothing but love. Nobody's calling him any name. Nobody's saying anything about him. He's just having a good time. He's enjoying himself because he's home. IShowSpeed is single-handedly destroying centuries of negative propaganda done on Africa.
Do you guys remember this? IShowSpeed and his dad, they were going back and forth about Africa. Speed, he proudly claimed he was African, while his dad, he wanted no connection to Africa. Well, Speed, he actually did a DNA test recently, and he shows us the results. Look.
I'm basically, chat, I can show y'all right now, I'm basically 80% African and 20% European. I'm not telling y'all the exact countries yet, but that's the only thing that I'm telling y'all. Right now, chat, y'all just gonna have to wait for the video to drop. I'm gonna tell y'all the countries. But chat, that's the only thing that I'ma say.
That means
my
all
DNA
these
test
African
results came back. I am 80% African and 20% European. I'm not saying the country, chat. They think I'm capping. I swear to God, I'm not capping. I swear to God, on my life. On my life, I'm not capping. Y'all boys gonna see.
In his results, it said that he had 80% African ancestry, and I'm not surprised by this at all. He even said that he's gonna do a video breaking down which countries he's from. Personally, I think that he's doing a great job. He's showing us the truth, and he's so proud of being African. But let me know what you guys think. Comment below.
I see a lot of people talk about IShowSpeed's streams, and everybody's excited about, oh, he's being treated like a human. he's in Africa. He's black. What do you mean he's being treated like a human being? Like, before I came here, I didn't know that I was black. I knew I was Nigerian. I knew there were Kenyans. I knew there were other people. But I never got to see that the color of my skin was black or anything. All that to say, he's being treated like a human being. He's being treated like people see him, because that's how Africans are. And I think a lot of these diaspora wars are spurred by people who have no clue what's going on. Because I come into this country and talk to African Americans and see, hey, they don't hate me. Like, they're not trying to end me. And they're so surprised too that I don't hate them. It's like, dude, like, you don't think me less? I'm like, no, my dude, you have so much street smarts and I want you to teach me, you know? And I think a lot of the evil things that we've heard have been people trying to pit human beings against each other. And I don't think that should stand. So to my African American brothers and sisters, visit those countries that you want to in Africa. Enjoy them, because people out there love you. I promise.
It gets cold in Africa?
It does. Definitely, especially at night.
What?
You didn't know that? It's gonna be cold today.
No, it's summertime.
I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be windy and chilly, you know, like towards New Year's time. So you gotta wear. You'll be fine.
Because it's on the
Yeah, I'm from Ohio, so I'm used to the cold.
on the outer side of the coast.